Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be talking all about red flags. So I've done a couple of videos like this in the past, but I think this is one of those topics that's really good to hear from other girls about because everyone has been through different things, everyone has some different situations and stories to tell, and I think it's nice to hear some different perspectives on this. So talking all about red flags, all about green flags, and the girls also give you some insight on what you should be looking for as red flags and green flags in the women that you're pursuing as well. So it's not all talking about you guys and all of your red flags. They're also putting women in the hot seat and giving you some red flags and green flags for them as well. What are the biggest red flags for you that you notice in a guy? Like, could be first date, early on in the relationship, just some things that would stick out to you that would make you think like, ooh, maybe not the best.
I think like insecurity is a big one, and it kind of like manifests in different ways, but if like the jokes they make are at the expense of other people,
the judgmental thing.
Yeah, or if they're not like being like kind towards other people, that's a red flag. Also, if they're not motivated. So it doesn't necessarily matter like what it is, but like it's nice if they're motivated for like their career or like a hobby, like something that they're interested in.
Right.
Probably if he was like judgmental when I was talking to him, like if we don't have the same like moral values. Also, if someone is like really possessive and jealous and like doesn't trust me, like, well, it's not gonna work then.
Right, especially if you've given them no reason to.
Yeah.
I think some guys are so not trustworthy and jealous right off the bat, and it's like, I haven't even given you a reason to act like this.
It's not gonna work. Also, lying, no.
If he is still friends with his ex,
okay,
that's a huge red flag for me.
And there's a difference between friends with his ex and friends with a woman, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Some
like,
guys don't realize that.
Yeah, like my boyfriend has like female friends that he'll go out and hang out with, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
As you should be, yeah.
Yeah, because I trust him.
Right.
You know?
I would say for one thing, if he's like really cocky.
And there's a difference between cocky and confident also.
Yes, 100%.
And it's very apparent when you first meet a guy where he is on the spectrum.
Yes.
Is there a time when you ignored a red flag in the beginning and then it came back to bite you in the end that you wish it would? Can you tell me about it?
I guess just like being with a guy who wasn't committed, I guess, and just talking to a lot of other girls, and like you think that it will change and it doesn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And like you said, it always comes back in the end.
I dated this guy that was like really clingy.
Okay.
To the point where like I felt like I was being smothered in a way. So I mean, I think that ties down with insecurities. So like if a guy seems to be very insecure, then that's like a deal breaker for me. Like I can't.
Yeah, and you can normally tell pretty early on if they're like giving you all their free time, wanting to be with you all the time. They don't have anything else really going on.
Yeah.
That's normally like a red flag that they're going to be clingy and controlling later on.
Yeah. I also think a guy that's like constantly like self-centered in a way, like talking about himself or like bragging about a lot of things, like I feel like that's a deal breaker for me.
What are some red flags in women that you think guys should look out for?
I think it's important to have friendships outside of your relationship. So if you are like her only person, I don't think that it's necessarily the healthiest thing. So I would definitely look to see if they have like good friendships or like good relationships with their family.
I say that all the time. It's so important to have a life outside of your relationship. The girls that don't are clingy, needy, controlling, jealous, all the above. It's just awful.
Yeah. And those are like the other things that I would say would be red flags. Like if they're super clingy to you, if they don't have like their own aspirations for things that are important to them.
Yep.
Or like if they do have like trust issues and they're kind of being controlling because of that, that's definitely something to look out for.
For sure.
Oh.
Put yourself in the hot seat for a minute.
Oh God.
Think about what women do.
Lots of selfies.
Yeah.
Lots of selfies.
All these
Especially bathroom
Insta models.
selfies. Why are women taking pictures in bathrooms and
Like mirror selfies?
yeah,
I
like
never
very
understood those.
Self-centered. Red flags for guys. If she's constantly talking about herself, if she's using you just for money, that's pretty bad.
And you can always tell. You
It's
can
so
always
obvious. You can always tell.
I would say, for one thing, if she doesn't have many girlfriends, it's a little bit concerning because I think in a healthy relationship, you are independent and you have your own lives and you do your own things. You don't completely rely on one another.
Yep. Okay, now moving on to green flags. So what are some green flags on a first date that you're like, this guy's a keeper?
Just if he's funny, like socially aware, we have good chemistry, cool hobbies, just like, I don't know, like if we just get along really well and he doesn't have any of the red flags, then we're good to go. Yeah.
Opposite of all the red flags.
Yeah.
I think it's important that they're close with their family. Obviously, you know, everyone has a different family background. So that's not like a deal breaker, but I think it's nice if they have a good relationship with their family.
Well, one thing I really like personally is if a guy talks about his family and friends. I think when you really love something or it's important to you, it will show. So if it comes naturally that you're talking about how much you love your mom or your best friend that you went to grade school with, I think that it shows a lot, and to me that's really special. I think that's important.
That's a good one.
Yeah, to have people in your life that you
like openly talk about. That's a good one.
I would say he has some sort of like family structure in a way.
Okay.
You know, whether like he still, you know, he has a good relationship with his mom or dad or sister or whoever. I think that's a good trait. I think a guy that isn't lazy, a guy that knows how to take care of himself, that's like a turn off for me if someone's just kind of like lazy and not doing anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone that's humble, someone that's like independent, or just, you know, really nice, caring, listens to you, doesn't cut you off.
A gentleman, like you mentioned before.
Yeah, I think someone that is a jokester, like someone that will make me laugh all the time. I think someone, because you can't be serious all the time. I feel like,
you have to have a sense of humor.
Oh yeah, you
It's
have
so
to have
important.
a sense of humor. Like,
And someone that doesn't take themselves too seriously either. Some guys just
like
take
even if it's like the worst joke ever, like at least I'll laugh at it.
So drive or just ambition in life, I think that's super important as opposed to laziness. Because when you have drive and ambition, that carries through in other aspects of your life, and it makes a big difference. If you have drive in your career, that probably means you're also going to have drive in your relationship, and you're going to constantly want to make yourself better, and the two of you can kind of become better together. I think that's
for sure.
really
That's
important.
a huge one.
Yeah.
And like I said before, it's not necessarily about what you're striving towards
Yes.
reaching or what your end goal is. It's the fact that you're willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
Because I think so many guys aren't, and then they get discouraged when they don't get the results they want or they don't get the girl they want. And it's because you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
Not everything just falls into your lap, and if it does, you're really freaking lucky.
Yes.
But that's
yes.
not the case for most people. What are some green flags in women that you think guys should look out for?
Green flags. A woman that's independent.
Yeah, I agree.
I think a very and humble, open-minded.
When I meet a girl that my guy friend is talking to, and like we hit it off, like I'm so happy. I've definitely had guy friends bring girls around that are really standoffish to me.
Because they feel
That
threatened.
is the number one red flag. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Like I want to be friends, and like we all need to be friends. So
Yeah.
if she's like super jealous about your other girlfriends, and there's no reason to be, then it's like,
Chill.
yeah, like I don't
Do you think
want
it's a red
that.
flag too when girls get mad about guys that have girlfriends?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if there's no reason for that, then yeah.
If the relationship is just platonic, why are you mad?
Girls and guys can be friends.
I say that all the
and
time too, and they don't agree with me.
not somehow be dating.
I know.
Crazy.
I know. I have a couple really great guy friends.
I have so many guy friends.
Yeah.
Like I have as many guy friends as girlfriends.
Yeah, but you have both.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's possible.
Yeah, and actually, I think
To
it
not
helps
want
you
to sleep
too.
with them too. Like,
I know. Alright guys, that is all I have for today. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a video. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more videos like this from me. I think it's a lot of fun to do these videos with other girls and I really enjoy doing them, so let me know below if you'd like to see some more. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well, and it's probably the best place to connect with me a little bit more one-on-one if that's something that you would like to do. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.